Alexander Hamilton once said, "Real liberty is neither found in despotism or the extremes of democracy, but in moderate governments." Today, we're breaking down what Hamilton meant, why he distrusted extreme democracy, and how his warning applies to today's challenges. This lesson is critical if we want to protect the freedoms we often take for granted. Hamilton wasn't just a founding father. He was a visionary who helped shape America's government. This quote reflects his deep understanding of the dangers when governments lose balance. He lived in a time of revolution and saw firsthand how unchecked power could lead to chaos or tyranny. In this video, we'll unpack the three main points of his quote: despotism, extreme democracy, and the need for moderation. By the end, you'll understand why Hamilton's words are more relevant than ever. Hamilton starts by warning against despotism when one ruler or group holds all the power. Think of monarchies or dictatorships, where decisions are made without input from the people. These systems crush liberty because they only serve the ruler's interests. But Hamilton didn't stop there. He also worried about what he called the extremes of democracy. That might sound strange today, but Hamilton wasn't against democracy. He supported giving people a voice, but also feared mob rule, where decisions are made based on emotions and passion rather than reason and principles. Hamilton believed that when democracy goes unchecked, it can lead to instability. Imagine a society where every whim of the majority becomes law, with no safeguards to protect minorities or long-term interests. That's what he meant by extremes of democracy. So what's the solution? Hamilton argued for moderate governments, a system that balances the people's will with the rule of law. This is why the U.S. Constitution is so powerful. It creates a government with checks and balances where no branch or group can gain too much power. Moderate government isn't about limiting freedom. It's about protecting it. Imagine if Congress could pass laws without the president's approval, or if the courts couldn't strike down unconstitutional decisions. That imbalance would destroy liberty, whether from a dictator or the majority. Moderation ensures that liberty isn't just a fleeting moment, but a lasting foundation. Hamilton and the other founding fathers built a system where debate and compromise are essential. That's what keeps our republic strong. But how does this apply today? Hamilton's warning reminds us to avoid extremes in our politics, whether it's too much government control or unchecked populism. When we see gridlock, protests, or leaders trying to bypass the rules, we see the dangers Hamilton predicted. His words challenge us to ask tough questions. Are we protecting liberty by following the Constitution? Are we finding balance or leaning too far in one direction? As citizens, it's our responsibility to stay informed and demand moderation from our leaders. We must ensure that no matter the crisis, we stick to the principles Hamilton fought for, because liberty isn't autonomous. It requires vigilance and balance. Hamilton's quote isn't just a history lesson, it's a call to action. We must protect the balance that keeps our government strong and liberty intact. Here's what you can do. Learn about the Constitution, question leaders who push extremes, and most importantly, engage in thoughtful civil debate. That's how we honor Hamilton's vision. Hamilton said it best: real liberty is neither found in despotism or the extremes of democracy, but in moderate governments. Let's work to make sure we keep that balance alive. Thanks for watching The Patriot's Pen. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.